What's up, everybody? Welcome in to the Big Man on Campus podcast. It's 5 o'clock on a Thursday. It means only one thing. We're here talking college hoops. Hopefully, you're going to find a couple winners tonight to add to our bankroll after a nice winning Wednesday evening. We get the job done last night. Welcome to all of you guys out there. Hope you're enjoying your Thursday evening. Early evening here. Big card tonight. More mid-major madness coming up. A lot to talk about. This is my favorite day of the week, which as I've said before, I love Thursdays in college hoops. Just kind of my wheelhouse as far as the conferences that I enjoy betting on and the conferences that I like. So, welcome in everyone. Hopefully you enjoy the show today, and you find the info valuable. I'll go through as many games as I can. Tulsa money line was brutal. Well, you should have just took the points, like I told you. Betting 8-point underdogs in the money line, very honorable, Neil, but not always a winning proposition. Hopefully, you had the spread as well, and you only bet it for a quarter of the money line. So, we'll see. Hit the like button for me, very important. That's thank you, Rashawn. I actually have to watch this. It's been a while. Been a little bit. I got to watch it. I've had it for a while. It's kind of my show jacket. I don't try to wear it a ton much anymore on the streets. It's just kind of for shows and stuff. But I actually got this dope recently. I got a dope purple Lacoste sweatsuit. Dude, it's murder, man. I'm waiting for it to get here. It's like a really nice color shade of purple. It's really dope. But yeah, I'm not talking EPL. I mean, I did a video yesterday on SBR, went through every game with the group, so you could check that out. Unfortunately, though, there's just so much to do tonight. We're not going to get to that. Okay, Kevin White. Give Kevin White credit. He called Stanford last night. Nice job. But again, Kevin, for me, it just wasn't the situation that I thought you made it out to be. But hey, good call. Hopefully, hopefully you made some money on that. Shout out Brian Manning. What's up? 2 Chains, James Ross, Kevin H, Michael Waters, Rashawn Wong, Ole Miss, Justin Searcy, Kevin White, Johans Barabbas, Ryan Gosling. Ryan Gosling taking a break from movies to listen to the show. Welcome in. Tone City, Russ C, Neil, Robbie Tagalo. Hey, listen, Robbie, get at me on Twitter. I gotta ask you something. Blue Bayou, Andrew, Dale 04. Dale 04 loves SBR and me. Great listener, good guy. King Rail, what's up? Hopefully you learned from last night's mistake, and we don't hear that from you again. Other than that, you're a great guy. Jason Ash, David Hutton, Varnum, Blue Bayou. All the guys in here. Luke, Michael DeSola, Dexter, Kevin H, Ryan J, Ferdinando. Ryan J calling me the Jesus of college basketball. That's very nice of you. Thanks. What's up, Tiger Bob? Mark Arduino, jumpsuit January. Because it's jumpsuit fucking monthly for me, Bo. Not just January. It's fucking Monday from January to fucking June. Did I get my dog mask for the Eagles game? No, I haven't. I don't know if I'm going to wear one, honestly. I don't want to be like everyone else. I was only going to get it really to just wear it on the air. I didn't really care about wearing it to the game. Drew Martin, what's up? Byron Walters, Andy Rosa, Scott Letty, Terraron, Robin Spears, Brennan Clay, Killer Bees, what's up? Gerard Jackson, Estevan Lopez, Styles, Chris Carter, KY Derek from Kentucky, Paul Thibodeau, Mr. Coates, Space Monkey, everybody in here. Welcome in. Last night, winner on Tulsa, +8. It was actually a great scenario for me. Tulsa covered and Temple won. So it was a perfect night for me, which worked out. A lot of the leans hit as well from what I saw. But listen, I'm not like these other handicappers. I don't really count leans. I kind of just run with what I'm doing. It was one play last night and it got it done. What's up, Nelson? John, Hyde and Zeke, Corey Kelly, Barry, HTC, Young Jeezy. What up? Let's get into the games tonight. I got 2 games for you tonight, and they're both totals, which I'm looking forward to because we know I love totals. Instead of I like turtles, it's I like totals. That's what we're doing tonight. Let's start it out 7 o'clock. Ask your question, Nelson. You don't have to say you have a question. Just go ahead and ask it. Let's get into my first game here. I'm going to go with my first total, SBRodds.com. If we're looking at it right now, there is still a 117 out there, and it's at Bet Online and Sports Betting AG. I'm going to go under 117, Virginia, Georgia Tech. I know you're probably saying to me, come on, big man, that's too low of a total. I don't think it is. I think it's too high, frankly. I would put this total at 113, 114. I think 117 is too high. Listen, I think first to 55 wins this game. And we could even be cutting that. I mean, you look at like what you look for in an under, and these teams really just they're just under teams, which we know. We cashed it under on Sunday with Virginia. But first of all, you look at tempo. How will these teams perform with the basketball? Will they run? Will they go quick? No, neither of these teams go fast. You actually look at Virginia. They are the worst team in the country as far as pace. The 351st. They're dead last in tempo. So they're a snail's pace. They look for a good shot. They take a lot of time off the clock. That's what they do. Georgia Tech, 340th. They're almost at the bottom. Both these teams incredibly slow. They're both incredible defensive teams. I mean, we all know how good Virginia is, but I'm going to tell you one more time just how good Virginia is defensively. I mean, they've this year, okay, we're what? About 18 games into the season. Virginia defensively has given up more than 65 points once. It was their highest defensive output of the season. They gave up 67 points to VCU. That was the most points they've given up all season. 67. It's really unbelievable. They've given up 50 or less 7 times, and they've given up under 40 2 times. That's amazing. Teams don't even give up. Most teams don't give up under 50 once. They've done it 7 times in 17 games. It's truly amazing what they do on the defensive end. Last 3 games in this series have gone under. I mean, you look at the last couple scores. 62-49 last year. I think that's what the game is this year. I could see that. 60-49, 58-48. I just don't see 115 points here. I don't see 110 points here. And you basically need 120 points. Someone's going to have to. For me, I think the only way this game goes over is if Virginia gets to 70. And I don't think that's going to happen. Neither of these teams foul a lot. Both these teams are incredible at not turning the ball over. And Georgia Tech, they're no spring chicken on defense either. You look what they've been doing the last 5 games in conference, 57.2 points a game they're giving up. I mean, they only shoot at about 42% as it is. Both these teams are really elite defensive groups. And I just don't see a very high-scoring game here. I'm not scared of the total. I'm not scared of a low point amount. Give me it all day. I like the under here. It's going to be my first play of the day. Under 117 in Virginia, Georgia Tech. You can find that line still at Bet Online, sportsbetting.ag. So for me, it's Bet Online. What's up, Big Yergs? Welcome in, man. Ray Iribe, what's up? Yeah, 59-52 would be fine. So, yeah, we're going to rock with that. Let's go up and see if we missed any good comments here. What's up, Dre for Trey, Anthony Greer, Jeff Slaughter, P. White, Stephen Pochner. For someone with a gambling addiction, SBR is the best thing ever. Well, I hope you get your help. You don't want to have an addiction. Is your bracket good during March? Yeah, pretty usually. I mean, keep in mind with the bracket, you're only picking who's going to win. But yeah, I mean, I just don't see a lot of points in this one. So we'll root for a low scoring, boring basketball game, one filled with plenty of defense. Yeah, Nelson, we're doing well. Thank you, man. Um, what's up, George Young and Dexter? Dexter Rojas, 583, 584. Let me go ahead and get through the games that I'm looking at here. And then, okay, Niagara, Quinnipiac, not a huge opinion. I would probably say over. I think Niagara's always a good over team. Quinnipiac, a team that is probably going to zone you. Both teams go pretty quick. I don't have much opinion on the game, though, frankly. Let me get to my other game here. I went with an under in my first play. I'm going to go with an over in my second play. We're going to head down to a game in the SoCo, the Southern Conference, one of those really under the radar conferences, and hit up Wofford and Samford, a game that really kind of opened my eyes. This is game number 591, 592, by the way. You get a total of 150 and a half. I'm going to go over that total in this game. This has all the makings of a game with track meet involved. It was interesting last year. I don't know if anyone remembers this game from last year, but it was an epic game. I think it was a 3 or 4 overtime game. I think it was 131, 127. It was a crazy game, but obviously we're not going to equate that with this one. But you look at both these teams, really good offensive teams, particularly Wofford. I mean, we saw that against UNC. 79 points a game, 49% from the field. They've been great in conference, winning 3 of 4, shooting over almost 53% during that time. And I've noticed on the road, though, they have struggled a bit on the defensive end. They're not a great transition defensive team. And look, they're not great at defending the three either, which is a bit concerning for Wofford. They're 238th in the country against the three-point shot. And when you're facing Samford, that's a bit of a problem. Samford shot the ball really well at home this year from the three-point strike, 41.3%. They've also been really good offensively, 83.5 points a game at home, shooting it at over 53%. Neither of these teams is particularly good defensively. And I look at some of the things that are going to cause an over. Do these teams make foul shots? Yes, 78% and 73%. 3 of the last 4 have gone over between these two teams. And they're both considerably good over teams. 7 and 5 for Samford, 5 and 4 for Wofford. Not great, but good enough. And you don't have a huge total here. And by the way, Samford's not good at defending the three either, at 197th. I just think we're going to see a lot of firepower in this game, a lot of 3 balls, a lot of attempted 3 balls. And Wofford is the best team in the country shooting the 3. They're 45% from 3 this year. And that's incredible. Fletcher McGee is an absolute star. So, I mean, you don't have a really high total. 150 and a half, not bad. I think we see an 84-77 type of game, something like that. I'm going to go over here in Wofford and Samford, over 150 and a half. So 2 totals tonight on the play of the day. We're going to go under 117, UVA and Georgia Tech. And we're going to go over 150 and a half, Wofford and Samford. Let's go through a couple other games that I kind of did some handicapping on, and again, kind of did a little bit more in-depth research on. Northeastern is a small home road dog against William and Mary tonight. When I'm getting Northeastern as a dog, it's hard to take this group. I mean, they're not good. I mean, they're 1-6 as a dog this year. William and Mary is a elite offensive team, and I know you're going to think I'm crazy, but you look at offensive efficiency numbers. William and Mary is extremely good. The problem that I have with William and Mary and find it hard to back is they play a lot of close games. They don't play any defense. If I'm going to take William and Mary here, my advice should be to you probably want to bet it on the money line. My thing is probably bet the over here. Northeastern should be able to score, 75. I mean, William and Mary seems to push 90 every night. Totals, I think, what is it, 160? That's 155. I thought it was higher than that for some reason. 155 is a little low to me. I see 160 here. I think they're putting this number out because they don't think Northeastern is going to be able to be as efficient as William and Mary. But I mean, William and Mary is a bad defensive team. They just are. So, you know, one thing Northeastern does well, they make their foul shots. William and Mary put you on the line. I don't think this is a blowout either. So you're probably going to have plenty of fouls towards the end of the game. And William and Mary is really good from the free throw line. This is always never a bad bet taking a William and Mary over. It's half the time almost an auto play, and especially when you get them under 160. It's almost like with Virginia. They're almost an auto bet on the under every game. William and Mary's the other way around. I think overs are always a good play with them. And by the way, though, if you do like William and Mary, they are 9-3 at home to the number. So take that for what it's worth. But they scored 95 points a game in that stadium. So over looks pretty good. UIC is kind of an interesting team. I definitely like them with Tarkus Ferguson back. I mean, he's the guy that really makes them go. They're facing a Youngstown team tonight who, like William and Mary, has trouble defending. But I like UIC a lot more like last week. I bet them last week. It's an interesting line. I just kind of have better I'm looking at some other things over this one. USC is an interesting game tonight. The question I have for USC is, how will this team play tonight? Because they just found out Melton won't be back. From what I've read, the team is definitely upset about it. A lot of them are close to Melton. Melton shouldn't be suspended. I mean, he shouldn't be. He didn't do anything to deserve being suspended because someone else took benefits on his behalf. Shouldn't mean anything. This was a rogue individual. It has nothing to do with the student. Why is the student athlete got to pay for it? It's my opinion. The question is, are you going to get the USC team that's been down in the dumps and inconsistent, or are you going to get a team that's going to play for their boy? I think USC is really talented, and I think these teams are pretty similar. I like USC on the road. I think this is a close basketball game, and I think we're going to see the good USC. I think the wrong team's favored in Murray State Belmont, but it's a bit of a coin flip. This game's always a really good one in the Ohio Valley. Both these teams are usually the favorites. And Murray's got a little revenge. I mean, they lost 2 straight games last year in tough fashion to Belmont. Belmont, to me this year, is definitely not as strong as the last couple teams they've had. So Murray might be able to go on the road here and get the job done. I think as an underdog, they might be not. They're better than at Belmont really every position. So, plus they got some revenge. They've traveled pretty well. I'd probably look that way. Winthrop, UNC Asheville should be a good game. You don't get a lot of Big South line games really until the end of the year, but you have one tonight. Should be a real fun game. Both these teams are good offensively. Both teams are well coached. I think Winthrop's a little bit better, but make sure when you're betting these games, a game like this or Robert Morris, Sacred Heart, make sure you know what you're betting. Know the teams you're dealing with, because again, these teams aren't lined very often. Let's go through a couple questions here. I'm not going to be on as long today, guys. I'll probably be on for another 15 minutes, so I got to head out here in a little bit. Is Michigan due for a letdown after 2 big wins? I thought the letdown was the other night, and in the first half it was. They fought back and were able to get the job done. But the difference here is they're not at home. And Nebraska's been pretty solid on the road. That should be a close game. And Michigan, I don't like to ever lay points with because they have struggled at the free throw line. The only person that can make free throws on Michigan is Rockman. He's at 90+%. Other than him, I don't want anyone shooting free throws for them. So I think it's too many points. I would think that's a close game. And I want Michigan at home as opposed to on the road. Louisiana, UTA. Yeah, I'm not interested in UTA right now. I like UL Lafayette a lot. It's a coin flip game. I don't think there's a ton of value in the game. How much would you suggest starting a banker with? $50K. I don't know. I would have to know like kind of your situation financially. I don't know. Get in touch with me off the record. We can chat. And I'll try to help you. Western Kentucky UAB. West Kentucky's really good. They're a team that I think can upset Middle Tennessee State. But this is a good amount of points tonight, 6 points. UAB's not bad. But the problem that they're going to have tonight, UAB, is West Kentucky's getting everyone eligible now. And they're healthy and they can match up with UAB. But UAB's been great on the road to the number. But West Kentucky's been good against the number as well. Should be a close game, though. Another fun game here. Mr. Knockout loves Murray State tonight. Good luck, man. Yeah, dude, I don't care at all about your match fixing shit. We don't got nothing to do with that on this channel. Do I have any thoughts on Wright State Green Bay? Not really. This line has moved dramatically against the public money. Coastal on the road scare you. I didn't look at that game. I like Coastal Carolina at home. I like the zones that they run. I like their coach. I don't have much in the game though. Greg Schneider says love it. Good stuff. What about Elon tonight? Yeah, I would go with Elon tonight. James Madison's got some injuries right now. I don't think James Madison's particularly good, but Elon can be irritating. This kind of looks like, one of those games we talk about. The better team is laying a small number on the road. I don't really like laying betting profiles like this on the road, so it's a pass for me. Where else are we going to go here? Try to get every question. Marshall, Middle Tennessee. I talked about that game earlier on right side of campus. I would go Middle Tennessee State, though I believe the line has went up. NC State Wake. I have no opinion on that game. Robert Morris. I would go Sacred Heart. Robert Morris turns the ball over or doesn't protect the rim. I think they turn the ball over a decent amount. I haven't watched a ton of NEC basketball, which I'm going to get into tonight with that game. Those are two teams that I think will be very good towards the end of the year. 543, 544 seems like the wrong team's favored. Let's take a look. Yeah, that's the Coastal Carolina. I don't have much in that game. South Alabama is very good against the number though. Robert Morris, Sacred Hearts. I think a bit of a coin. I don't have much in that game. I didn't look much into it either. Where else are we gonna go here? Do I like Towson over? Yeah, kind of. I mentioned that on the show earlier. Total looks a little low. Towson's a lot better offensively this year, and Drexel doesn't stop anybody. Yeah, I would agree with that. Where are you getting the game numbers? I'm new. Just on any odd service, they have all the game numbers. Do I like St. Mary's Gonzaga under? Not really, no. I kind of lean Gonzaga in that game, though. Christian Sobolewski, dog of the day. I'll give you my favorite, but again, I only have two plays tonight, and they're both totals. The dog of the day, honestly, Nebraska looks pretty good. Maybe Murray State. Any take on Ryder, 589, 590? Not really, no. King Rail, I don't know what you're talking about. By the way, guys, starting Monday, I'm gonna start taking calls. So I'll put out a phone number. If you have a game you want to talk about, we can have you call in. We'll get that going. What's up, Dean? IUPUI Cleveland State. Definitely an interesting number. IUPUI has been covering some spreads lately, but I don't think it's going to be a long-term proposition. I think Cleveland State's getting better. I think they'll get there. There's some decent basketball talent in that area. And you look at lately, they're playing better, I guess. They've covered 3 of 4. I don't trust IUPUI offensively. I think they're absolute shit on the offensive end. They only score 64 points a game on the road. That's not good enough. And they're allowing opponents to shoot 53%. They foul a lot. They don't make free throws. I don't really understand why you would back IUPUI. I mean, they could probably cover this game, but I mean, out of all the games on the card, I can't say this is one I would get involved with. Like if there was this game and like another game, maybe I'd consider it. Yeah, Dexter Russ. I'm not sure where you've been. I mean, you've been here the whole show. Uh, yeah, I'm on the under in that game. Cody AV, what exactly are you talking about? What's Cody whining about? What happened? Cody, what happened, dude? What's wrong with you? Talking about blocking people. Bruce, Chad, and Cody are getting into it. What happened? Explain to me what happened here, Cody. Bruce, Chad, if I call you right now, will you explain this on the air? Because I really don't think it's going to take too long for you to type it out. Yeah, Bruce, Chad, and Cody are going at it today. I don't know what happened. I'm oblivious to what's going on here. Thanks, Ray. What about Max Fixer? He's a fucking troll. Saying Cody's a dumbass. What did Cody do? What the hell is going on here? Bruce, can I call you? Bruce, Chad, can I call you right now? Bruce, yes or no, Bruce? I'm just going to call him. Hey, Bruce, Chad. What the hell happened?
No, just for match fixture. Cody's ripping on match fixture, so I said, hey, match fixture gave a 240 winner, so give me a 240 winner. And then he just started crying after I asked him for a 240 winner. That's all.
What's a 240 winner?
Plus 240 winner, because
oh, I see.
Match fixture gave a big dog on game's anger management class. So
I see. All right. Okay, I'm up to speed here now. Okay, so match fixture gave out a good play, and Cody can't. All right. Cody's getting a little in his feelings.
He's just a lying sack of shit. That's all.
Wow, Bruce Chad. Bruce Chad not happy with Cody AV. Okay, well, very good. Now I know what went on. Looks like they don't like each other. Cody says Bruce Chad says he's a piece of shit. Interesting. All right, Bruce Chad. Thanks for answering, and thank you.
Yeah,
See ya, buddy. Bruce Chad, not happy with Cody AV. Hey, Cody, I mean, not for nothing. I mean, the guy gave out a winner. So, he asked you for one, and I guess you couldn't produce it. So we do on this show. We, we try to mediate here. Yeah, and for once, it's not involving me, Luke. Settle down, Teflon Don. Any guy calls himself match fixer is not legit. He ain't gonna be legit on my show. He can go do it on other shows. Yeah, I mean, not for nothing. I mean, he gives you one game. That's nice, Bruce Chad, though. I mean, ask him to give you a couple more. See what he says. I'm not sure what you want from me, Jared, on that. I already said I don't have an opinion on it. He asked me for a pick 10 minutes ago. I'll make sure to get you a 240 winner on the spot. Yeah, you got to give him a little time, Bruce Chad. Aren't we all on the same team? Let's get out of the sandbox. Well, I was just trying to smooth that over. Bruce Chad has an obsession with me, so he had to talk. Wow, Cody AV throwing out bows here. Settle down, Cody AV. Not really. It's not really a knock to Bruce Chad that he eats Domino's every night. It's what he likes. Big man, my 2 kids are arguing. Can you take care of it? Sure, David. I could try. All I see is a bunch of babies on here getting their feelings hurt. Settle down, Marine Corps. Keep in mind, I mean, sometimes I'll admit I don't like when people break my balls. So you got to remember, I mean, some people are different than you. Where I'm at, like when people say something stupid to you, you take that. I think of it like this: if Donnie Rightside says to me, "You fat fuck," I'd be like, I'd laugh. You know, it's like joke, whatever. Or I say to him, you know, something about him. We're good friends. We know each other. If someone on the chat comes in and goes, "Yo, you're a scumbag piece of shit," I'm gonna be like, "Yo, fuck you. Like, who are you?" You know? And people take that as abrasive. I'm sticking up for myself. If someone comes on here and says you're a scam, it's like, well, that's kind of hitting me low. You call me a scam? That's like call me a thief. You don't call people thieves and scam. That's not right. Especially for what I'm doing. I'm not. What am I scam about? You know, you just don't call people certain things. Quinn Rivera. Heath from Chicago is a big pussy as well, but he's my butt. All right. Who got blocked, Little E? You did? Or thanks, Jason. Yeah, I mean, the writing was on the wall in Alabama last night. No one's gonna get me mad. People that get me, none of these people get me mad. I just get upset, and I put them in their place and tell them to go fuck themselves. Blackjack Fletcher will join us tomorrow on the radio show on SBR. Blackjack from Barstool, he'll join us. Should be a fun conversation. A lot to do tomorrow on the show. How can I trust Donnie Rightside to give out good picks in the show when he sells picks? What do you mean, Josh? What does that matter? There's a lot of touts in this business, dude. Oh, and then some. Okay, I got to end the show with this. I got to end the show with this. So today I posted that video. I don't know if you guys saw, but I was watching 60 Days In, which I don't know. It's mindless TV. It's interesting, I guess. And basically, there's a cop as one of the participants, and like he just looked out of place, and it was interesting because as soon as he walked in, the inmates were like, "Yo, that's the police," right away. They were like, "That's the fucking cops," and that's that. So I thought, like, wow, that's fascinating how quickly they knew. You know, it's like that's how they're almost programmed to think. And this guy hits me up and goes, "Well, that's pretty typical. Every white guy in jail is either a salesman or a cop." And I'm just like, "What the fuck are you talking about? Like, what does that mean?" That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. He goes, "Well, that's because you're not from the streets or know shit about it." And I said, "Listen, motherfucker, who the fuck are you?" And this is a guy that does do that. Like, he does make comments all the time about like just kind of like snarly comments. So like, I don't know. I don't know. I didn't understand it. Like, that's not true at all. Like, and that's kind of ignorant. Exactly, Greg. Like, what does that even mean? Like, oh, if you're white, you're either a cop or you're like some salesman. What? His wife is in the sex scene. No, that's not the same guy. We're talking about someone different. The guy you're talking about was a Marine. He was in the first season. His wife is in the second. It's a different dude. Yeah, I'll give him at the end of the show. Kyrie's out. Well, let me take a look at the lines tonight in NBA. I actually had 2 winners last night in the NBA. Let's see what we're looking at. We got Cavs, Magic. I like the Magic tonight, strictly for fading the Cavs. Yeah, I'm definitely on them tonight. Give me the Magic tonight, definitely. Yeah, I'm definitely doing that. Bro, the Cavs are 6-26 as a favorite. They're 3-16 at home against the spread. Bro, give me fucking Orlando, man. Come on, bro. What is that line? What is that line, yo? Yeah, give me the Cavs. Or give me the Magic against the Cavs tonight. Big man for World Cup, if you were to choose one, who would it be? Germany. Dang, Socrates. Yeah, 10.5. I might have to just take that tonight just to do it. Let's go back to the other three. Yeah. Yeah, I would definitely take the Sixers tonight, sure. And like Kyrie's out too, so that's even better. I mean, look at that. That's a prime example of like the system. 75% on the side, 90% of the money's on the Celtics, and the lines went down. Problem is the Sixers can't like they basically have to win this game or lose like by 1 or 2. I get a feeling the Sixers win. It's hard to beat a team 3 times. So yeah, I like the Sixers, I like the Magic, and I like yeah, I don't know. Hold on 1 second, guys. Yo, Dad. Hey, what's up? Yeah, 5 minutes. All right. That could only mean one thing. Probably getting in trouble for something. I don't know what I did, but my dad never calls me at home. I guess we'll have to see what that's all about. UIC. No, yeah, I kind of like that game. Not a big fan of it though. So yeah, I kind of like the Magic and the Sixers tonight. So they're I'll probably get involved with them a little bit here. Tonight, my plays of the night, under 117, Georgia Tech and Virginia. The other game, over 150.5, Samford and Wofford. Big Ben, do you go to Sixers games? Yeah, I've been to a couple this year. Mostly Temple games I've been to, though. Cool. Well, we're about to end, Russell. I bet Colorado at home tonight. Any thoughts? I wouldn't be laying that kind of number with Colorado. Should be a close game. Can we start every show with a hey Norm? Settle down, Dan F. Funny though. I haven't heard that one before. Thoughts on NBA refs versus players? Well, that's been a problem for many years. Jeff, another blow for Creighton. Yeah, I know. It's a shame. Maybe I've mushed that team because last year I took a future out on them. Watson gets injured. I take a future out on them this year. Krampelli gets hurt. It's brutal. Yeah, I said I liked USC. Gun to my head, I would take the team with whoever's getting the points in that game. Other than that, I'm going to wrap it up, guys. I'll be back tomorrow, Friday, with another show, 5 o'clock. We'll be also on at 10 o'clock. Should be a fun show. A lot to talk about. A lot of football, a lot of basketball. Yeah. You can call them whenever you want, Ray. We'll have to set that up. Also, tonight I'll be on as well. 8 o'clock, Ryan and I will be on with an Eagles Viking preview. We did one last week. It was a fun time. Had a couple people on. So if you're out there, you enjoy the NFL, we're going to do a full Eagles breakdown. Nothing else, just Eagles. It's very, all about just the game. Going to go position to position, talk about some things that are going on. Big time game over the weekend that we're both big Eagle fans. So we're going to talk about that tonight. Check out for that, 8 o'clock. Ryan and I will be on talking Eagles Vikings. We'll give you a pick, break down the game. So subscribe if you haven't. Please do that. Hit the like button. Many of you already have. I appreciate it. Other than that, plays of the night, one more time. Under 117, Georgia Tech, Virginia, and Virginia, Georgia Tech, and the other play, over 150.5, Samford and Wofford. Everyone have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow, SBR Forum, 10 o'clock, 5 o'clock here on the channel. Bye-bye.